Hi,
Hi.
Dr. Bandana. Thank you
Yeah,
for
over to you.
agreeing for this interview. Welcome to Healthcare Radio's podcast. And today we are interviewing Dr. Bandana from APAC Biotech. Welcome, Dr. Bandana. Could you please
Thank you.
share an insight into APAC Biotech for our readers?
Yeah, so APEC Biotech is a approved biotechnology company and has been since 2008, and it is being run by two entrepreneurs who had either themselves or their near and dear ones had suffered with cancer, and so they took the initiative to bring in this new technology of dendritic cell therapy and establish this in India. So what we do is it's a dendritic cell therapy is a type of immunotherapy, and we are giving under the brand name of Absodin, which this technology has been patented also. Before we started giving to the patients, we did a trial pan India, and this trial was done at different locations at top hospitals under the shadow of top oncologists of India. Now, after the trial results were approved by trial results came in, they went through different committees, and finally, the government of India, which is under the name of DCGI, that is Drug Controller General of India, approved this therapy in 2017 to provide this to the cancer patients. So since 2017, this has been approved and is being associated with lot many hospitals. So this is in brief about APAC Biotech.
Okay. Could you give us a little bit more information regarding Epacden, which is the immunotherapy product that has been approved by the Indian FDA for treating cancer?
So this is basically called as dendritic cell therapy, which is a monocyte-derived product. So in this, what we do is we extract cells from patients' bloodstream and we tutor them with the tumor proteins which we get from the biopsy samples of the patients. So basically, to prepare this therapy, two very important things are important. One is the extraction of cells from patients' bloodstream, and we also require a fresh tumor biopsy. Once these cells are, the peripheral blood mononuclear cells are extracted from patient's bloodstream, they are tutored with the tumor proteins. So that is why it is unique therapy. So it is called as you can say autologous product. So that is why it comes under the shadow of personalized therapies. It is not something off the shelf. Now we prepare 6 doses altogether. So it takes us 8 days. Now when we extract the cells and tutor them, that takes 8 days for us to prepare. So on the eighth day, we are ready with the 6 infusions. So the first infusion is given on the eighth day, and the subsequent 5 doses are given at 2 weeks intervals of time. So before we release the product, it undergoes a lot of quality checks as per the US FDA guidelines and is then released for the infusion. Once we infuse back to the patients, this dose, what it does is there are a lot of immune cells in our body which are in dormant state currently because the patient is immunocompromised. So once we infuse back to the patient, the T cells, which are the immune cells, they get activated. Now, once they get activated, they secrete certain chemicals which basically kills the cancer cell. This is a basic mechanism we want to explain to a layman. So dendritic cells are immune cells. They help the other immune parameters to keep a surveillance check to kill the cancer cells.
Okay. This therapy can be used for almost all cancers?
It basically, we have done the trial on solid tumors. So the trial is done on solid tumors. So we have approval for solid tumors. So we have not done a trial on any other type of cancers like leukemia. So basically, we have got the approval and for solid tumors only.
Okay. So you had announced the clinical trials for highly aggressive brain tumors and pancreatic cancers with this new
Yes.
technology. Could you tell us how far the clinical trials have reached and how successful they have been?
Actually, the trial, we have already signed an agreement with AIMS for GBM, and the trial which we are going to initiate is different from what we have already done on Absodin. So as I told you, the Absodin product, it is by loading of tumor proteins. So here in GBM, what we were trying to do is that we were trying to double load it. In the sense, we are trying to transfect with the mRNAs and also with the whole tumor proteins. So it was two-way loading of the antigens, which plays a very important role in preparation of dendritic cell therapy. So the trial which we wanted to conduct for GBM, it's still on hold because of COVID, but we already have an agreement and things are moving on. And hopefully, in coming few months, we'll be initiating the trial.
Okay. So far, has there, what's the success rate that you will give to this kind of a therapy?
See, the trial results which have already come of the clinical trial which have already done, that shows approximately for 30% result. And that trial was done on all end stage patients where nothing was left. In the sense, they were all symptomatic care patients where the survival was not more than 3 months. So there we have given 30% result because we were given that kind of patient because we were wanting to bring this new technology among the oncology fraternity. So we had to prove on end stage patients. So they were patients who were all 3-line, 4-line chemo failure patients. Now, if we get a better patient, in the sense, if we can do it till early stage, we are bound to give better results. So there we have given a survival of more than 2 years on end stage patients.
Your website has mentioned something on tumor banking. What is it
Yes.
and how it is going to benefit?
Tumor banking is very critical, a very, very important thing in our therapy to prepare our therapy because I told you that we require fresh tumor tissue to prepare this therapy, which means every patient can't undergo at an end stage for a biopsy because there are situations where the accessibility is not there to access the tumor. So what we have took initiative is to keep my tumor. So wherein we have taken the initiative to keep the samples, the tissue samples, in a live form just after the surgery, so that it can be used at a later stage when the patient requires this therapy. The patient doesn't have to undergo another surgery or any other kind of biopsy, because at end stage it is very difficult for the patient to undergo the biopsy due to many reasons. It can be the physical condition of the patient, tumor inaccessibility. So if we have the tumor and once the patient has exhausted the traditional modality of treatment and wants to opt this therapy, this option is available for the patient. Sorry. So that is why we are advocating more and more on tumor banking. That is why we have collaborated with lot many surgeons so that we can keep the tumor. And basically in cases like GBM, you can't ask the patient to undergo surgery every now and then. So that is why for GBM, as soon as the surgery is done, we keep the tumor in our medium, which means it should not be put in formalin. Formalin fixed tissues cannot be used to prepare our therapy. That is why we have our own patented medium in which we are trying to keep the tumor so that it is in live form and it can be used at a later stage.
You would recommend this therapy to a cervical cancer patient too? Not just the GBM ones or the pancreatic cancer or the beginning or the tumor patients.
See, the response, irrespective of which the indication the patient is, the preparation method and response remains the same for any kind of indication you say. So, be it GBM, be it pancreatic, we have worked on all solid tumors. The trial which we did was on all solid tumors. So, it can be used for all kinds of solid tumors. We just can't say that it can be only for GBM. GBM, we are saying to store the tumor, advocating more and more GBM, storing the tissue and doing much on it because there's nothing much to do after the patient has exhausted the traditional modality of treatment. They only have radiation and chemotherapy and few more modalities to give, but then the survival is not much. So if we have seen through the preclinical study that in GBM, dendritic cell therapy much works much better than any other therapy. Reason being, because there is a blood-brain barrier in case of GBM. So dendritic cell therapy can cross the blood-brain barrier. It has been seen. So that is why GBM, we think that it's going to work much more better than any other indication.
Okay. So what is the evolving role of dendritic cell therapy for the treatment of cancer? how do you want to take it forward? What is the next step that you would look at?
See, Dynetics Health Therapy is coming up as the fourth modality of treatment, for sure, because we have a lot of we see a lot of future in Dynetics Health Therapy in oncology. Globally, if you see, a lot of clinical trials are being conducted, and good results are coming up. Even in you will see in coming month or so, new products are coming in case of ovarian and GBM and pancreatic, which is in pipeline, which is going to be a game changer. And we see that it is the future because it doesn't have any side effect, unlike other modalities of treatment. I'm not saying that they are not good, but it's like other modalities of treatment have their own limitations. The best part of genetic cell therapy is that it doesn't have any side effects. So definitely patients are more inclined to go for a therapy which doesn't show any side effect. Basically, with this therapy, we try to mimic your immune system to naturally fight the disease. So now, in case of COVID, also you can see patients are not going to the hospitals because the immunity is suppressed, and they don't want to opt for other modalities where the immunity can get further suppressed. So there, genetic cell therapy can play a major role. So we see that it is definitely is a platform where which can show very good results. In coming days, we'll have a new, which are still in pipeline. We are working on ovarian, and as we told you that we are working for GBM and pancreatic. So definitely, it is the future.
Okay. So my last question is how affordable it is for a common man.
So as regard affordability is concerned, see, uh, it is personalized treatment, and we put in a lot of care because it is has to be given to the same patient, and it undergoes a lot of quality checks. So cost is incurred there. So affordable is if you go out, if you see overseas, it is $100,000. So here, what we are charging is approximately 5.5 lakh rupees, which is also government approved price. So this is the cost. The 5.5 lakhs is the cost of the therapy.
Is this one time therapy or is it going to be a recurring one?
Basically, the therapy is for 6 doses, and it's a one-time therapy. And generally, we see the results in this only, this during this time only. But there are few patients. If there is, the doctor sees that there is a regression and tumor size has reduced with this therapy, and it doesn't happen with traditional modality of treatment, then he would want the patient to undergo another shot of 6 doses. And we have seen, we had a patient of prostate cancer who took this therapy twice. First shot, his disease reduced, and the second shot, second 6 doses, it went off. So generally, the therapy is for 6 doses. But if the doctor thinks that looking at the age, looking at the disease condition, if he wants to further give, it is solely on the prescription of the doctor. So we do not decide, we do not intervene here. It is what the doctor has to decide. Doctor needs to tell what all treatment, if he wants to further continue with this treatment or he wants to opt other treatment along with this therapy. That is totally the doctor's call. We do not decide here. We basically work on the prescription of the doctors. Okay. So we are just the facilitators to provide this therapy. We have collaborations with different hospital, with different doctors in the hospital, and they prescribe this, and we do it.
There are very less chances of recurrence of any tumor or cancer after this therapy. Is that what you say?
I would not say that we with this therapy, what we are trying to say is long-term memory response. If we are able to create that kind of memory, so in that case, definitely, if your immune system kickstarts, the recurrence will be reduced. So we try to reduce the recurrence, which doesn't happen with other traditional modality of treatment. We can't say that, but we have seen in our cases, few cases, where the recurrence has reduced. So I would not say for all, because every immune system is different. We all have a different kind of immune system. So we can't say that all the patients will respond in a similar way. But yes, definitely through our experience with the patients, we have seen that the recurrent definitely reduces.
Thank you, Dr. Bandana. Thanks a lot for your time, and thank you for giving a lot of clarity regarding this. Be safe. That's all that we can say right now.
Thank you. I actually have a bad cold, but then I thought
No
let's
problem.
continue with this.